Hey everybody, it's ASIC Eric again, and we're coming back to the car today with second pass on the edges of this filler panel here. So I am going to go ahead and take this filler out right here and put some metal in there instead. After listening to everybody's comments and things, it probably makes the most sense to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out, and we're going to try and bust this fiberglass off and see how strong it was on there. It's coming off anyway. Let's do that test. Well, this is certainly going to be interesting because I don't even feel like I can budge that thing there, but take a stab at it to see if I can get anything off with my fingers there. Nope. That's on there pretty strong. That's the thin side. Here's the thick side. It's got a big chunk sticking out there. That's a good place to grab onto. Let's see. Nope. That's pretty darn strong. Now it's got me rethinking because I can't even get that off of there. I was worried about that being too brittle, but I didn't even want to budge. On this side. Nope. I was breaking my fingernail trying to get that off of there. I mean, if we want to go for broke, this has got this edge sticking up right there. Nope. I can't get that off at all. That's pretty damn strong, people. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave that on there. I was thinking I'd be able to just knock that off, but that stuff is not coming off of there. I mean, I'm pushing as hard as I can on there, and I can't get that stuff to budge. Huh. Okay, well, that's interesting. Kind of changes my opinion of that stuff. And I was hoping it would be that strong, I guess, but if I hit it with a hammer or something, I could break it. But, again, where this is going to sit in the car, it's right up against the quarter panel right here. This doesn't move up and down or anything. As was commented in the last video, there's some flex on the car there so it could move back and forth, which I suppose is the one to worry about, that if the quarter panel moves like this, then it could bust it off. So I guess that's the big concern. But man, that stuff's a lot stronger than I expected it to be. I didn't think it would stick that well. That's anyway, we came out here to redo this, so that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to have to grind it off. I thought I could just pop it off, but I'm going to have to grind it off. So we'll get all the tools going, and then we'll get to work on that. Alright, so what I've got there is a 1/8 inch piece of welding rod. For this side, that seems to be about perfect. The other side, probably a 1/16 rod will be the right size, because they are asymmetric. So I'm going to go ahead and get this all welded up and cut that rod off, and then we'll test fit it and see how it looks. Alright, I got that approximately done. Might fill that hole in right there. That's pretty good. We'll go ahead and put it on the car and see what it looks like now. Alright, at that size right there, it is wedged in there with basically no gap, so I basically perfectly recreated the fiberglass fill that I had in there. I think what we're going to go for here is about a 1/16 of an inch gap. I don't want no gap, I want some gap. So I think we're going to go for a 1/16 of an inch. So I'll get a 1/16 of an inch shim, and then I'll start filing that down and get that to a 1/16 edge. And then I'll do the other side when it's done, because that fiberglass over there is holding this piece. It doesn't move right now, so I can just push it up all the way that way and I know it's in the right place. So, alright, we have that down to a 1/16 of an inch here. Pretty nice. Just to give you an idea of what that looks like. Get this thing in the right place here. Up there. So we have a 3/16 inch gap here, and it goes down to 1/16 right there. I think that's okay. I got to round the edge off here, and then we'll see how it looks when it's rounded. But I think that's going to look pretty nice. I certainly don't want to go any tighter than that, and I think an 1/8 would probably be okay too, but I'll go ahead and stick with a 1/16. Alright, I think that part's done. Got it rounded off. Looks pretty good. I might need to pull that edge in there a little bit, but I think it's okay. This edge is a little sharp right there in the corner, but the trim's going to go over that. So I think that's okay. So we have our nice 1/16 all the way across there. We'll go ahead and move to the other side now. Alright, that took a heck of a lot longer than it should have, but I think we finally got it done. There's a little bit of metal finessing to do on the other side, I think. You can see you got it rounded over and everything. When I got the driver's side done and I came over to do this side, I ended up putting the metal rod in there and ended up grinding all of it off, and the gaps still weren't right, so it had shifted around and it was causing me all kinds of trouble. But I finally got it, so I ended up having to sorry about that. I had to shave some more off both sides and eventually got it. So it's still not completely centered, but it's pretty close. So we have our 1/16 over here, a little too tight at the bottom. So that's a snug 16 there. And on this side, it's a little sloppy, but I'm going to live with it. So you can see, give you the gap there. Gap there. See, this one's a little tighter, but I keep trying to shimmy the center piece around. I think I can still probably adjust it a little bit and get it to center better, but that's not bad. Everything's pretty good across here except here. This dives down too low right here, and there's no adjustment in there, so I'm not sure I can do anything about it. I think I might be able to put a bolt or a screw in this area somewhere. Maybe if I shim it up, I can get that to come up a little bit higher, because it's okay over here and it's okay in the middle. It's just that one spot. Anyway, so that's that. I'm going to go ahead and put some short strand on this and sand it and get it to where I think it needs to be, and then call it a day. Alright, we're going to call it a day there. Let's see the handiwork. It's a tiny amount of filler of short strand fiberglass across the top here, just to round that edge over a little bit. Not very much. Even less on this side. You can see the metal shining through. Got a nice little round over everywhere, so I think that's good. So next stop, I guess, we'll finish the dent repairs here and then get all of this in a coat of lightweight body filler, get it all sanded down smooth and get it all in epoxy, and then we can start on the spoiler. Yahoo! Alright, thanks everybody, take it easy, talk to you soon.